Why you're not getting marks in reorder paragraph? Reorder paragraph is one of the difficult tasks. A lot of students struggle, but there's one common mistake which every student make. First thing you have to keep in mind is reorder paragraph is not the most important task in your reading module. The most important task is reading and writing, but you need to do at least 60 to 70% in this task in order to get your 8 each or even for 7 each. In this video, I'm going to explain you how you can attain these marks and can get good marks in reorder task. But if you're new to our channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you do give a thumbs up as well if you like this video. But before we start, if you're facing difficulties in any of the tasks, any of the areas, or if you have any journal question also, you can put it in the comment section. I'm trying to reply to all the comments myself. So make sure if you're facing difficulties in any of the areas, put it in the comment section now. The very first thing which students confuse themselves is with the time. So they keep on looking at the timer whenever they're solving the reorder paragraph. That's what you need to avoid. You need to look at the timer once at the start of the question and then look at it after a minute, right? So that you don't keep yourself just indulged with the timing. Don't take on that pressure, right? So this is very important. Now, in this particular reorder, which you can see on the screen, this is how similar you can get in the exam. So what you need to do is first, you have to make sure that you do not go through the entire paragraph together because that will only confuse you. You need one by one segments. You need to understand them. You need to get a story out of it, right? And then you need to obviously place them with pairs. This is a common mistake which students normally make is that they don't focus on the pairs. They just keep on figuring out the entire sequence, right? Guys, you will get the marks in reorder paragraphs only with the pair. So over here, you have to make sure that your first focus is pair. But before I get you into the pairing, again, I want to emphasize that make sure guys, you don't take the stress for the timing because if you take a pressure over there, you will not be able to focus. So let's talk about this reorder paragraph and let's talk about the common issues normally students face and how we can tackle them. So the very first thing is whenever you're going to solve a reorder like this one, read one sentence and then read the second sentence. Try to figure out which of the sentences is more journal and which of the sentences is more specific. Journal sentence. In a journal sentence, you will see that they are introducing the topic. They are not giving detailed information. They are just mentioning it the very first time normally. But in the specific sentence, they're talking about more examples, more detailed information is given, and they have mentioned about a topic somewhere else before talking it over there. So you need to make sure that whenever you are going through sentences, always look for these factors, and these factors will help you to differentiate journal sentence and specific sentence. Now let's go back to this particular reorder question. So if I focus on the very first sentence, it says, this diet is not only unattractive, but also may cause nutritional imbalance if not managed well. This diet, that means this particular diet is already mentioned somewhere else, right? So this cannot be your first sentence. But let's read second sentence now. Menus in all of these places have become more balanced in nutrients and also attract those who are not vegetarians. So they're saying all these places, they have become more balanced in nutrients. So what we can see is that in the first sentence, they are talking about a diet which is unattractive and which may cause nutritional imbalance. So what we have taken out from this sentence is that this is not very attractive diet and this is having a nutritional imbalance. Why I'm doing this exercise with you guys? Because you also need to take out important information when you read the sentence. Focus on meaningful words. That will help you to understand the meaning. So in this case, we have focused on unattractive, nutritional imbalance, right? Now, that's what is mentioned in the first sentence. In the second sentence, however, what they have mentioned is menus in all of these places have become more balanced in nutrients. That means saying they have become more balanced. That means obviously it is talking about a present situation, right? That now it is more balanced. But previously in the first sentence, we could see they are saying it may cause nutritional imbalance. So obviously, if we have to compare sentence 1 and 2 in terms of specificness and journalness, obviously we will put 1 as a more journal sentence and 2 as a more specific sentence. Why? Because one came first because it is in balance, and the second sentence they're saying that it is now more balanced. So this is what you need to always keep in mind while solving your paragraph. Try to create a story. Okay, try to focus on series of events. Which event took place first, then which event took place second. That way you will automatically start finding pairs faster, right, and more accurate. So obviously we can say that one will come on top of 110%. We are not saying it's a pair, but obviously it will come above 2. Now when you are aligning sentences like this, at the end of the alignment you will automatically one or the two pairs, because once you find one pair, then it becomes really easy to find the second one. So that's what we're going to do. We will find one pair, we will make more pairs out of it, because every pair will give you 1 mark, guys. That's very important. The next mistake which you need to keep in mind is that don't focus on just a single word to make a decision. Students normally focus on one word and then they try to relate it to the sentence and they try to pair them. That's the reason they're not getting them accurate. For example, in this case, if I just focus on words, over here, obviously the keyword was diet. Over here, it was about menus, and then vegetarians. Then over here, vegetarians. So if I just have to put it just on the basis of the words, I will put 3, 2, 4 together, just on the basis of vegetarians. But this is not the case. Don't make your decision on the basis of a word, guys. That is the most common mistake which every student makes when they start practicing reorder paragraph. So you have to understand the story out of it, but focus on the meaningful words, right, in the sentence to drive out the meaning. That is the easiest way to understand what the sentence is talking about. Now, third, fourth, and fifth, and then let's quickly make a pair on the basis of specific and journal sentences. These developments won't succeed without the effort of vegetarians. Okay, so these developments won't succeed. So they have not talked about the developments yet, but what we have done is that this and this, right? So we have kept it like this. Now this one, we will keep it for now under 2, right? Because we don't know which developments they're talking about, right? Now let's read number 4 sentence. Vegetarians do not eat meat or fish in their diet. So this looks like more of an independent sentence, introductory sentence. Students are able to find the independent sentence, but they're not able to find the pairs. So once you find one independent sentence, try to create a pair with it. So obviously this looks like an independent sentence, so I'm going to keep it at the very top. Now if I see 4 and 1, does it make a pair? If I quickly read it, vegetarians do not eat meat or fish in their diet. This diet is not only unattractive but also may cause nutritional imbalance if not managed right. Yes, I can see that there is a link between vegetarians and eat meat or fish and this diet. Okay, so I can automatically find one pair easily because 1 and 2 I have already aligned, and then 4 automatically will go above 1, and this makes one pair. So this is what you need to do. Create a pair on the basis of specific to journal sentences, and then this will also help you in getting 1 mark. For every pair you will get 1 mark, but you have to keep in mind that first try to find a sentence which is more journal, try to place it at the top level, and then automatically once you find one independent sentence, automatically you will be able to relate that first top sentence with the independent sentence, and that will give you 1 pair. That's what I have done. 4 and 1 is 1 pair now. Now I need to read just number 5th, and then automatically I will be able to find 1 more pair hopefully. Restaurants and school cafeteria adjust and amend their menus to adapt to this special diet. Okay, so restaurants and school cafeteria, they're adjusting to adapt to this special diet. What they're adjusting? Their menus. Guys, we have also read menus somewhere else as well, number 2. But what they're saying in number 2 is menus in all of these places. Which places? Restaurants and cafeteria. So automatically 5 will come above 2. Now this is very important that you do not just make a pair on the basis of the words as I've discussed. You need to read the sentence and you need to create a link. So in number 5th, for example, they have mentioned about the menus first time because they have talked about the restaurants first time over there only. In the second sentence, they are referring back to those places, and that's where menu is discussed second time. So automatically which is discussed second time will come at a later stage. So this is very important that you keep this thing in your mind. Now 5th and 2, we can say it's one pair. Number 4th and number 1 is also second pair. So automatically I'm getting 2 marks anyways because I've got 2 pairs. But if I read the entire sentences, will they give me the sense that this is making a story? Let's do that and let's identify. Vegetarians do not eat meat or fish in their diet. This diet is only unattractive, but also may cause nutritional imbalance. Restaurants and school cafeteria are just to amend their menus to adapt. Menus in all these places have become more balanced in nutrients and also attract those who are not vegetarians. These developments won't succeed without the efforts of vegetarians. Yes. Now let's submit the answer. Yeah, there we go. So we got 4 out of 4. So keep all these things in your mind, right? Do not rely on single words. Okay. Now this is going to help you to crack reorder paragraphs. I mostly follow this in my PTE exam whenever I go and give the exam as well. And I also advise this to our students also. And this is why our students are not failing in their reading section, because they do well in reorder paragraphs, guys, as well. Follow this technique, please. So as you can see, if you follow these steps, it's gonna really help you to boost up your marks. So make sure that you follow the process, practice on Visual Language Experts portal, and make sure that before you sit for the exam, give one mock test as well. There are a lot of students who need quick tips. So we post daily videos on our Instagram channel and we try to give you a quick solution to those issues. So if you have not followed our Instagram channel, make sure that you go and follow it now. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If you did like it, make sure that you do give a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel and you have not subscribed, make sure that you do it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.